What's up, y'all? Big Red. Hope my fellow block dwellers out there thriving and surviving in the wasteland. Coming at you with the series of best boss killing weapons in Fallout 76 in 2024. It's going to be a build for the plasma caster, non-power armor VATS build. What we're going to start off with. I will do a power armor build with it. And I will do a couple different variants of the gun, and we're going to go against Earl solo and see how this gun fares. See if this gun can truly be a boss killer and compete with the Railway and a Stealth Commando build. We know it can kill regular enemies, so I'm not even going to demonstrate that. This ain't going to be a guide over the gun. It's going to be more of a build. So let's get right to it. We're going to come over here to our machine, check it out. 4 application legendary perks. Got a 10 in strength, 3 in perception, 8 in endurance, 9 in charisma, 6 in intelligence, 10 in agility, and a 10 in luck. This is I'm going to show you 2 different builds. This will be my daily driver running when I'm playing with the team, and then I'll switch it up and show you what it'll look like whenever we go into the mine solo against Earl. We have 15 in strength. Normally I wouldn't have barrel arms, but I do have a lot of casters and cremators on me. Making some runs and videos with them once I'm done, and I'll have my heavy gunners all at 3. But you don't lose that much damage. Don't be scared to make these a 2 if you need to have lock and load at a 3. Because lock and load is essential if you want to sustain DPS, because this thing loads like a Pinto. You put 3 lock and load on 3, you'd be running like a Ferrari. Not a hard choice. Blocker out of 3, definitely an essential card. This is a low health build. So survivability, even for a full health, especially if you're going against the boss, it's going to take a big blow of Earl stomp, and the winner goes daggers, or they're slapping you. You'll be able to slap back. We got perception out of 3. It'll be all right. It's all going to work out. It might look low, but concentrated fire out of 3 with a little bit extra damage for a shot, and get a bit to focus every limb we want to, especially the head. Headshots with this gun. This gun is a one-shot killer, ammunition producing machine, and headshots with the right buffs you can have up to 25, and just normally without buffs or magazines you can be like 1,500. Even on Earl you can get 1,000. With endurance we got 13. We got life giver of 4. A little, for 45% to our max health, definitely essential for a low health build. Chemfin at 3, we'll be popping some overdrive. We got fireproof. There's another defensive mitigation perk along with blocker, along with dodgy, along with serendipity. If you don't know, defense mitigation perks, bosses can't bypass that. That's even greater than your resistance. Your resistance they can bypass. They can't bypass your mitigation. Radical out of 1 for carry weight. We have Revenant in the boss fight. I'll be having that on. That's why Revenant's there. Charisma at a 9. We got Party Boy at 3. You combine this with Special Water Sweet Blend. It'll give you a plus 12 solo. It'll give you 15 on a team with stranger numbers. It'll get your perception up in the 20s. Then if you add in a set of unyielding armor running low health with the plus 3, or even if you run a little bit above with plus 2 to all your stats, you can get your perception up to 30 to 40, even though it's only 3 on the cards. Very essential card if you're running heavy gunner builds. That way you can keep your perception down, because you really don't need a lot of perception with the heavy gunner. Besides, you want to have VATS accuracy. That's how you do it. Field Surgeon, usually share that. That's definitely an essential card for me when I'm going against Earl, because I can take a stim pack and you can break it with Chemist and Super Duper and make it a diluted stim pack and get a bunch of them. Like 50. You can do like 50 stim packs and break them up and get like 200 or something. And then with that card, they'll act just like a stim pack or a super stim pack. Be real quick. We've all had those moments when you go to stim pack and it don't act quick enough. But this card will eliminate that. Definitely essential for a boss fight. 3 tenderizer at 3 for a little more damage. And stranger numbers, you're playing on a team, definitely recommend a central card if you got mutations. Who don't want more? 25% more AP, more damage, more carry weight. We got intelligence out of 6, and nerve rage out of 3. a little more damage, a little more AP regen, a little more resist. We got batteries included at 3 because the thing is an ammunition producing machine. Like I said, you'll get 6 to 18 cartridges back per kill. We're only using 1 to 2 shots to kill it. They'll stack up real quick. Agility at a 15. You got Action Boy at a 3. If you get more action point regen, definitely essential. Through Hiker. You can run this build without food, but it's definitely highly recommended to get your AP, your carry weight, mainly your AP, so you can stay in VATS. Nobody likes to be using VATS and run out in the middle of a fight. You want to stay in VATS, so food buffs will help you stay in VAT. Born Survivor at a 1, definitely essential for a low health build. Adrenaline at a 5, and Gunfu at a 3, both for max damage. You know, with the Gunfu, you'll be like John Wick, just blasting shots, slow motion. Luck at a 15, you got better criticals at a 3. Got Serendipity at a 3. Survivability, of course, better criticals, but it's obvious in the VATS build. Serendipity, the defense mitigation perk, very powerful perk, comes in handy. You'll see it flash on the screen throughout the fight. Curator at a 1, so we're going to be running bobbleheads and magazines. Starch Genes at a 2, keep our mutations. Critical Savvy, we'll have a crit every other shot. And good with salt, because we do have a lot of food buffs and I want to craft constantly. Now, I'll take this off when I'm going solo. Take 1 from Charisma, put it on Endurance. And then once I pop my Revenant, I'll take it off. I'll put Lead Belly on there. I know you're thinking, why Lead Belly? Because I'm going to spam some coffee. If you got any other variant besides a quad, I recommend a quad for a boss fight. With spam with that coffee with that quad, you can stay in VATS through your whole clip, getting a crit every other shot. Very powerful. And I would switch this up. I'm not going to worry about Gunfu so much. So I'm just be focused on the boss. I'm going to sacrifice 1 in Adrenaline. Put Dodgy on for survivability. Because you won't be sneaking. There will be a ton of Wendigos everywhere. You won't need that. I'll put Secret Agent on because I will pop a Stealth Boy to give me a little bit of confusion and a little bit of triggering to help in the beginning of the fight with follow through. Stay hidden just for a second. You don't stay hidden long because the Plasma Caster is not a sneak weapon, but it is a very unique weapon. You can run in power armor, out of power armor. It can run kind of a long range sneak build with VATS because you're killing things so quickly. You can stay hidden. Once you get closer you get, you're not going to stay hidden. But we'll utilize that at the beginning of the fight. Master Infiltrator, you can replace that. Take the 1 for the team you want to. I'll leave it on there for running silos and opening stuff. And a total of 4 specials for 20 points, extra points added. All right. This can be scaled down some. I will say that this gun is definitely a gun worth grinding for. This will be the gun we're using. We have quad Plasma Caster, weapon speed, break slower. Calibrated receiver. There are a prime receiver, prime capacitor, but I'd go with the calibrated. The prime gives you a little bit more damage, but the calibrated gives you 100% extra critical damage. This is a VATS critical build. I definitely highly recommend running calibrated. The Alliance Sniper barrel really truly is the better barrel. Gives you more range, a little bit less AP. There's only 1 standard sight, and we're rocking the Pepper's paint on the gun. On the armor, a full set of unyielding Secret Service armor. We're going to be rocking asbestos lining on the chest piece to save us from those ambers. We're going to have ultralight on the rest with a little extra poison resist plus 5 action points for each piece. Another little extra poison resist, a little extra sneak. A little extra luck, little sentinels, a little cryo. On the apparel, we got a Brotherhood Scribe outfit that you get from the technical data. If you haven't done that, there's some pretty cool outfits you can get. Some rare, some not rare. The Chemist backpack to help with the weight of our chems. Then we got a Forest Scout mask. Yeah, I know I got a lot of stuff. I'm a hoarder. Forest Scout mask. Then we'll have the Secret Service Under Armour. We'll get a +4 to our strength, +2 our perception, +4 to our endurance. And then we have the Trench Runner's hood on. All right, I try to make that as short as possible. Like I said, this wasn't a guide over the gun. It's more of a build over the gun. And if I repeat anything into mine, y'all forgive me. I recorded that before I recorded this. But we're going to get right into it. This is going to be the first session. We a quad plasma caster, Earl solo. And we're going to determine, is the plasma caster a top boss killer in 2024? Can it hang with a rail ray? Be competitive. What's up, y'all? It's Big Red coming out with you. Another episode of Earl's Curls. Hope all my fellow vault dwellers are thriving and surviving out there in the wasteland. As we start this series off with the plasma caster, with different variations of the gun, see which one is the best against Earl. This is going to be the one I think is the best. The quad. With weapon speed, breaks 50% slower. The third star could have been less AP calls, could have been faster reload, but it's not a bad roll. Pretty good, I think. We are going to utilize Revenant. Let me pop me a Scout's banner real quick and get some rad shield, a little extra radiation protection. Scout's banner. Rad shield. Go over to our buffs real quick. I won't go over the detail because the prelude to this, but we do got all our serums cancel our negative effects, which saves me 3 points in luck to add different different perk points on different things. We do got bobblehead big guns. We got no, we don't, not yet. We got Tesla Science 9, added 100% critical damage to our gun, plus using a calibrated receiver. Better than the Prime if you're doing boss fights, because there's another 100%. We'll get up like 2,500 on your critical shots. Not against Earl, because the defense, how much resistance they got is going to affect how much shows up on the critical hit. Company T is very crucial, I would call it. And Fused Soup Flour, I would say is crucial. You see our APs at 480. That's about where we'll be. We'll be a little bit outside Nerd Rage. That's how I like to do it with the plasma caster. Not running a stealth build, because I will get in Nerd Rage. I'll still have enough AP, enough damage to get him around 3 minutes. Steep Blossom Chai, Steep Melon Blossom Chai. I can't speak today. Get a plus 40 agility. That is really highly recommended to get your AP up. I use Sweet Mumfru Tea because I like to, it's easier to manage. It also works on your melee builds. And it gives you a whole hour instead of 30 minutes. But Blight Suit is the easier way to go. Sweetwater Special Blend with Party Boy. You get a plus 12 to our perception. Another third Vincent with berries is a plus 6 to our luck. Going to help us be in over 33. Still bean puree, a little extra damage resistance. And a sweet potato stew is a health regen. Those are very crucial buffs right there. And let's get ready to down ourselves. Let's make sure our blow ply syringer is loaded. We are going to be utilizing it. We're going to use old small tater salad. You like your tater salad with mayonnaise or mustard? Tells a lot about a person. I prefer mine with mustard. We never had tater salad. You try it out. This will give us a plus 75, well, not on team, so a plus 65 to our max health. There we go. And once we do Revenant, I'm going to switch. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to take Revenant off and put Lead Belly on 3. And then, like I would with the Power Armor, I want to spam some coffee, especially on the first clip, so I can empty the whole clip on there. Go ahead and down ourselves. It worked first try. Can't believe that. Let's do. Take that off. That belly. My adrenaline's only at a 4, so. Let's go back and get our syringer. You saw me load that. All right. Get ourselves a little bit more health. That should be good. Luck 36. All right. Good courage. High voltage temper. Overdrive. We got a stealth boy. Reload. Look at the damage on that. That follow through is coming in handy. And I didn't do what I said I was going to do. There's always something. They didn't know what's going on. Oh, dance with me, Earl. Dance with me, Earl. You're loving it, Earl. Dance with me, Earl. You're my baby, Earl. Me and you, Earl. Dance with me, Earl. Dance with me, Earl. Y'all get off of me. Me and Earl are trying to dance. Oh yeah, that was a better time right there. That's how you do it with the plasma capture. Get your Revenant, and then switch it back to lead belly, and then spam your coffee just a little bit. It don't take much spamming if your AP's high enough. Get you a stealth boy, pop it, give you a little extra stealth. You get your follow through in the beginning of it, and then just blast away. Your AP will last a good little bit. You know, I only had to spam like 3 times. That's definitely my best run so far. That might even beat the Power Armor run. I'll have to compare them. I'm gonna put all the different ones that really matter. We'll see which one did the most damage between Power Armor, between weapon speed, critical damage. But this just shows that in 2024, the Plasma Caster is definitely a top boss killer. It is definitely a gun worth grinding for to make your first in-game build if you want a heavy gun. Or if you never used a heavy gun build, you're switching from a commando build, VATS oriented. This will be the perfect perfect gun for you to get into heavy guns with, because it is definitely a gun you want to use in VATS. If you don't know, VATS criticals bypasses all of the boss's defense mechanism. Look at this plasma caster. It just destroys everything. I mean, not just bosses. I mean, everyday use, you're going to be more than A-okay. And in boss fights, when you're trying to be part of a team, you'll be more than helpful. And if you want to solo the boss, you can more than do it. It's right on par with the railway. I ain't saying it's better than a railway. Railway just with the quad railway, with faster fire rate. Definitely a boss killer, but it is definitely in the top 5, in my opinion, for 2024. The Caster might be forgotten sometimes, but it is still very relevant. That'll conclude this session of Earl's Curls. Hope you got something out of it. If you did, like and subscribe. I went back and looked at it. Minute 45. That was a time. Maybe a good benchmark for heavy guns at least. Want to do a variety of different weapons. I really don't know how to put a timer on there. Somebody put comments on there. I use CapCut, but anyways, hope y'all thrive and survive in the wasteland. It's a Big Red. I'll see you on the next one.